Hello people, welcome to this video. Let's see how to use the LayOut Workspace contained inside SketchUp 2016. Enable our closed captions clicking on the CC icon in case you have problems with the accent used in this video. The LayOut Workspace is used to create 2D presentations and 2D projects, useful to design 2D schematics and building floor maps. Let's see all the key features you need to know to use LayOut properly. Before starting with LayOut, you need to choose a template to open a new project. Go to Open below and the LayOut Workspace opens. This workspace is composed by three main parts. All basic tools used to draw and measure on your project on top. All panels used to customize your objects on the right. And on the center, your project in progress. Let's start with the tools available. The first tools on top are used to draw lines, rectangles, circles and polygons in the same way seen for the main SketchUp software. LayOut itself helps you while drawing, indicating each point or vertex through small blue circles, dashed guidelines to indicate parallel directions to the main X and Y axes and easy snappings to other nodes or objects' paths. If you want to enable or disable snappings, go to Arrange on top and click on Object Snap and Grid Snap. Also in LayOut, closed paths create polygons that are filled inside. Use Escape key to stop drawing with the Line tool. To zoom in and out your workspace, just use your mouse wheel. Then you have the Select tool, used to select and edit objects created. When you select an object, different blue arrows appear on it. Click and drag the object to move it. Use the arrows in the corners to scale both height and width. The arrows on the left and right to scale just the width. And the up or down arrows to scale just the object height. You can also rotate the object, clicking and dragging from the small blue point on the object itself. To cut, copy, paste or flip objects, just right-click. Use Arrange to set the correct order between objects that do overlap. You can also edit multiple objects at the same time. With the Select tool, click and drag on your workspace to create a selection area. All that falls inside this will be selected. In this case, all blue arrows and nodes will affect all objects selected in the same way. If you have a mistake, use Ctrl and Z to undo your latest action, or enable the Erase tool to delete lines and polygons from your workspace. There are also the Split and the Join tools. The Split tool is used to cut an object in more parts. All you need to do is to define the direction to follow to cut the object. So enable the Split tool and fix 2 points on the object. This will be cut along the direction defined by the 2 points. The Join tool works the opposite. When you enable this tool, click on all lines and sides you want to join up together. There are also tools to add text and annotations. The Text tool adds pieces of text on your project. Just click and drag to define a text contour, which is used to define the space available for the text. Then type inside and click Elsewhere when you finish. Make sure to have a text contour big enough, Otherwise, your text content won't be shown in full. When this happens, a red down arrow appears in the bottom right corner. Then you can use the Select tool to move, scale and rotate text, as seen for drawn objects. To adjust the text content, instead, double-click inside the text contour. To add annotations and data, use the Label and the Dimensions tools. With the Label tool, click to fix points for your label and then double-click to type in. With the Dimensions tool, fix 3 points. The first 2 to fix the segment to measure, and the third one to set the distance between the segment and the annotation that measures it. Let's now see the panels on the right. The Colors panel is used to pick a color. You can also add transparency through the bottom bar. Shape Style is used to fix the basic color properties of the selected object or the selected text contour. Use Fill to set the filling contour. Use Pattern to add a pattern. Use Stroke to set color, thickness and style of sides and lines. Pattern Fill lists all patterns you can choose for the selected object. Dimension Style edits the properties of your annotation, following different standards and measurements. Text Style lists all properties for the content of the selected text contour, such as font, style, size, color and distribution. If you miss any of these patterns, you can open them clicking on Window above. Layout can work with SketchUp projects as well. When you have a SketchUp project, you can send it to Layout directly on top from the SketchUp Workspace, or going to File and then to Insert from the LayOut Workspace. The SketchUp project will be imported in your Layout project like an image, without its Cartesian axis. You can edit it as seen for normal objects. Although you can't edit its content inside from Layout, you can still edit its point of view right-clicking on it and going to Edit 3D View. This enables an orbit command that you can use to 3D rotate. Click elsewhere to finish. If you want to edit its content, just right-click on it and go to Open with SketchUp. To save your Layout project, just go to File and then to Save As, in order to open and edit your project later in time. If you need to print your whole project on your workspace, go to File and then to Export. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our full guide for SketchUp 2016 to learn more.